So this video is WordPress Quick Tips volume number 6, and today we're covering general settings. It's down here, all the general settings here, what you need to change immediately, why you would need to change them, and then we're going to look at editing our profile over here as well. And just shortly we're going to go through this and she moved on to the next quick tips video, which will be published shortly after this. So let's move on. We're going to look at general settings, and what they are is these here. The first is the general setting, which is going to be your site title, tagline, and then you're going to have your address for your WordPress, your site title, and the email address that we set up in the last video, which is you're going to use for your business. This looks more professional than a Gmail, a Hotmail, a Yahoo Mail, whatever kind of email account you might have as a normal for pleasure type of account. For personal usage, let's say. As a business account, this looks more professional. Like you can have info add, your name, George add. You're going to have these settings here, not really going to touch. What you're going to want to do, though, is you're going to want to check your time zone. And I set this as New York because it comes preset at 0, which is Greenwich time in England. That's not my time zone. So always make sure it's set on the time zone that you live in. That'll make things better for you when they're produced for you. You'll know that you're looking at time that you live, the time you're living in right now. When you're done with that, check the rest of these if anything you need to change, and just put and save changes. Next, you're going to look at the writing. The writing is, you're not going to be doing much of anything with this. It's usually okay, so I usually don't even have to touch it. Reading, however, there's going to be some things. You probably don't have any content published yet, so you're going to want your latest post to show up 1, 2, 3 after another on your home page. If you do have stuff developed and you have like a home page and about us page, that kind of thing, you might want to go to a static page, and then it'll drop down here, will show you the published pages that you have that you can click on and set up as your static post. We're going to go back to that. This here is probably going to be all right for what you want right now. Now, default will have this set at full text. You'll probably want to set that at the excerpt, because as it shows in the home page, you don't want to have a whole post and then a whole post and a whole post. People can keep scrolling and scrolling and scrolling. Quicker and better to have you presenting to your viewer a few posts by just showing them an excerpt from that. Now, you're also on default, it'll be open for Google, Bing, any search engine to send their bots and start tracking you. But since you don't have any new content or even any content at all, I would suggest for a few weeks till you get some content published, click this discourage search engines from indexing the site. The only thing you'll have to do is make a note that in a few weeks, once you get something, you have to come in here and unclick it so that you can open it up to be starting to be indexed by Google or Bing or whatever. So we're going to save changes to make sure we have excerpt and discourage, and we're at latest post. Now, next thing is discussion. Discussion, the default has a lot of things here checked. I have unchecked them because I don't want any comments at all. If you want comments, just leave those checked. You might want to look in more detail at what you have checked off here. As by default, they will be checked off. Then come down here and you'll want, usually it's set up by Mystery Man as default. I want it set up as Gravatar logo, and that's because I want the Gravatar, I want to be branded. I want the Gravatar to represent my profile and my profile picture and profile description. So I'm a Gravatar logo. I'm going to save this. So I've got no comments. I've unchecked everything that has to do with comments. And then I've checked off Gravatar logo and I've saved the changes. Next is media, which we really don't need to do anything with at the moment. So default's all right. Privacy, we'll be setting up a privacy page, but you're probably going to want to use some other privacy, have a privacy page of your own that you create to make sure all the information you want to have there is there. But the last thing we're going to look at, which is very important, is permalinks. Now, permalinks is going to be set as a preset, and I think it's going to be like, one of these up here. But thing was I wanted to have it set at post name. Post name is simple. It's going to give your domain and a post name. That's going to be it. Now, if you have other structures and other reasons for doing it differently for SEO and you're more, I guess, more approved, more experienced, then you might want to look at this differently. But as a rookie, a beginner, post name is the safest thing to do. I checked and clicked on this, and you don't need to touch anything else, and just save changes here to make sure you have that set up as post name. Okay, the next thing we're going to do is in this video, the last thing as well, is we're going to look at editing the profile. Now, there's going to be two reasons you're going to do this. You're going to, number one, you don't want your actual user up here. So to do that, you're going to come down here. This is your actual user here. Now, what I wanted to do is you can type in a new nickname or new name up here. And then it'll show up down here, and you can just click the drop down here for what you want. Then you're going to make sure you have your new address, your email address down here. And then you also want to change your gravatar. And I have that coming up in another video. I think it's WordPress quick tips, how to set up your own gravatar. That'll be coming up shortly and being published here. And you're going to have that set. You're going to have your picture here and your picture up here. And that'll be part of your branding for your site. So you're going to set up, you're going to have three things. You're going to be getting rid of this username up here. You don't want showing up there. You're going to be showing it by some other name, either a pen name or your real name or whatever you want to have in here, a nickname of some sort. Again, it's business, so I want my name there. And then you're going to have your gravatar. You're going to change that and set that up according to the video I do on that. Then you're just going to press update profile. Now, also, you can change color here if you want. I'm going to change this to modern. You see everything became blue over here. We had the default where everything was like this blue here. I like this modern. I like this dark blue. So I'm going to change that, and then we're going to update this, and then it'll change your background here. And that, again, that's just my thing. I like to do that, but that is here, so you know it. So that's it for this video. If you get anything of use out of this video, please let me know. If you agree or disagree, let me know down in the comments. Please like the video if you did get something from the video. We appreciate knowing that you liked it and you got something from it. And also, make sure you subscribe to our channel so you get notified every time we get a new video published, whether it be a WordPress quick tips new video or it's another video that has to do with affiliate marketing and making money. That's it. Talk to you later. Thank you.